Welcome again to the second session of our 11 Days of Growth, where in the morning we'll be talking about a session on marketing. And today's topic is going to be on how to get your first 100 email subscribers. And this is a part of email marketing. So if you have not done email marketing before, you might find this useful. If you have done email marketing before and you're doing it in a company, this might be a supplementary lesson or a workshop that you might find useful as. Today's workshop is part of a sharing session from our experience in helping people with email marketing and doing it ourselves as well. So I want to share some tips and tricks with you. And today there's going to be a bit of practical. So if you like to follow along, of course, please be on your desktop or on your laptop, right? All right, so today let's talk about getting your first 100 email subscribers as a part of doing email marketing. Yeah, so email marketing is something that is still very much alive, right? And although some people might tell you that email marketing is dead, it is still very much alive. So the truth is, email marketing is not dead, and we all still use emails every single day. And in fact, email marketing, the whole industry is growing bigger and bigger as whole part of digital marketing as well. So the rule is email marketing is not dead, and marketing with emails is just stronger than ever, and possibly the best way to gain attention of your users. Now, in the marketing arena, right, a lot of people have been talking about getting attention, right? Getting attention of your users. You need attention to get eventually lead them into sales, right? Now, with email, it's probably one of the best ways to get your users' attention, other than the crowded social media and also the other channels that you're currently marketing on right now. And that's because most of customers are reachable with email. I mean, think about it, right? You have an email, you sign on to Facebook on an email, you log on to your email every day to work, right? And your company gives you an email. So basically everyone can be reached with an email, right? It's just quite near the same as having a contact phone number. An email is sort of like that digital version of communication where we all have emails. And this is why email marketing is still alive these days, even with the additions of things like chatbots, messengers, and more to name, right? But email are still very much alive. So email has been growing a lot. So if you look at the usage of email, right, this is a research or survey done by Obelo. You can see that in 2019 itself, right, global email users amounted up to 3.9 billion, right? And it's growing and growing. So the thing about emails is it's not getting lesser, but it's getting more and more, right? And the thing about email marketing is that while it's not going away, some things are changing. So one of the biggest things that are changing in email marketing is the sophistication level of doing personalization. So if you have done marketing with emails before, you probably have come across the old technique of trying to change or changing someone's name when you say hi, So in your email body, you say hi something, you put a tag there, right? And then what's going to happen is when you send an email to thousands of people, that first name that you put there will change according to the recipient. So it'd be like, hi, Ruben, hi, Thomas, hi, Sarah, whichever, right? So that is personalization on a very simple level, right? But as we move deeper into email marketing, you will find more and more ways and opportunities to personalize different sort of things rather than just the name itself. So think about personalizing things like content. You can change the content depending on the person who received it, depending on the person, on the location of the person who received it, the time, the segmentation. So the future of email marketing is deeper personalization because people like to read things that are created for them, not something that is general. And I think a lot of marketers know that as well. Yeah. Now, to further illustrate my point that emails are not going anywhere, and in fact, emails is in fact a huge thing, I want to show you two businesses that are built out of just sending emails. And you might have heard of them before, right? They are the Morning Brew. So Morning Brew is a business that, well, they send you an email every day, and this email is about the world economics, the world's business. So it's made for business people, right? So basically, what happens here is if you're someone who are in business, if you're someone who is in the startup scene, you probably find this useful. So what you do is you subscribe to this company called Morning Brew, and every day they send you a good, well-researched article on a business and industry, on an economic issue, right? And basically, they have built a business out of just sending emails, out of those subscribers, right? So that's one. Now, the second one is the Hustle. You might have also heard of them. They are also another email sending company, I would say. So they are more like an email newsletter where they collect people who sign up for their newsletter, and few days every week they send you something interesting to read on, a case study, a research on a business or industry news that is well researched, well written, and of course very thorough as well. Okay, so these people, they basically build businesses out of emails, and I think it's super impressive. Now, to tell you to further explain how they actually work, these are the emails that you receive from people like the Hustle, right? So it's just an email. You can see on the left, they have 3 P's of burnout. So this is an article, right? So they send an article each morning, and you basically go through the article at your own pace and just read stuff, right? And if you look at the one on the right, you can see, if you wonder how they make money. Now, they make money by putting out ads on their email. So they look for companies who wants to advertise to their big list of big list of audiences. So you can see that on the left here, it's a bit small on my screen, yeah? But let me just draw it out for you. On the left here, you can see they are sponsored with WeTransfer. So WeTransfer is a platform for sending large files, right? So they sponsored this email and probably paid a few thousands, or I don't know how much, for them to craft out an email and send it to their audience list, right? On the right, you can see, obviously, this is sponsored by eToro. So they make money from advertisements. They make money from sponsorships, right? And all they do is basically just build a huge list of audiences that they can market things to, right? Now, I want to sidetrack a little bit and tell you a little bit of how the Hustle makes money, right? And this is just to further illustrate my point of why emails are something still big today. So you can see that the Hustle makes money by, of course, by advertisements, and of course by sponsored content from companies. So they have around, I think right now, this is actually a bit old data here, but they have right now more than, I think nearly more than 2 million email subscribers inside their list, right? So let's assume they have around 1.5 million email subscribers, and they have a very high open rate of 45%, which is really, really high. Now, for email marketing, the industry standard, right, is around 20%. So if you're hitting around 20% with your email marketing efforts, that's sort of like the general benchmark, industry benchmark, right? But because they send so good content that is so good, they are able to achieve up to about 45% of open rates on their emails, right? So they give you some stats here. Now, the Hustle started off as a simple email newsletter that people can subscribe to and basically receive news on business and startups and more, right? Now, they currently make over USD 300,000 a week. That's around 1 million and 1 million plus a month, right? So if we reverse engineer and we look at how much they make per email subscriber, that's around $1 per subscriber, right? Now, in the email industry, $1 per subscriber profit is actually quite low. But again, these are numbers that I picked out from looking at some case studies and some of the reports they put out on the internet. But basically, I think they make much more than this today, right? And if you read their mission this year, they want to go and make, I think their goal is to make 100 million in a year. But the amazing thing about this is the Hustle is just an email newsletter company. That's all they do, right? And you can go and check them out and see what they do. And I think it's really interesting that they can build a business out of just sending emails. All right, so let's go into building your email list, right? So there's 3 things you need for a successful email list building activity here. For a business or for a personal growth thing, it's the same, right? So you need audience, you need an email software, and you need great content. So let's start off with audience. So what is an audience list? So a lot of people will tell you, oh, you need an audience list, you need an audience list. Now, audience list is basically just a group of people who have given you permission to email them, right? So there are people who have opt in or subscribe to you, or and give you their email and say, hey, it's okay to email me things because I want to hear from you. So they're giving you their permission for you to email them. Now, one thing we have to understand is that when people do this, they are not yet your customers. They're not your customers. And a lot of them, a huge number in fact, could possibly never be. They just want to hear from you, but they do not necessarily want to buy from you. Now, as an email marketer, as someone who does marketing with emails, you have to be okay with that, right? You can't say, oh, if someone subscribes to my email list, oh, okay, we're going to turn them to a customer straight away. Yes, that's true. That's your main goal. But a lot of these people who are subscribed to an email list do not actually buy something, right? Only a small portion of them would actually go ahead and move deeper into the sales funnel, whichever thing you call it, right? All right, so when it comes to building a list, an email list, right? Here's a 3-step list building plan. So really simple. 1, think about the value you bring to the table, right? What is the value you bring for the people who subscribe to you? Number 2, give it a unique angle. So what's your unique angle in that value that you bring? So let's just say you are someone who teaches people how to play tennis, right? So the value you bring people is tennis lessons. But what is your unique angle when you teach tennis lessons? And then number 3, define quantifiable goal. So when it comes to email marketing and building a list, you have to always be quantifiable. So you can't say, oh, I want to build an email list by the end of this month. You have to come up with a quantifiable goal. I want to grow at least 100 subscribers by the end of this month. So something that you can quantify. And that is something that we have to follow, because if you don't set a goal that is quantifiable, you won't actually go and do it. I'm going to give you a quick example, right? So let's just say the value I bring is easy to cook. Sorry, I missed a sentence there. So easy home cook recipes, right? So let's say I'm a chef and I provide easy home cook recipes for people to cook at home during the MCO. Now, what's my unique angle when it comes to my home cook recipes? How do I differentiate myself from the hundreds and thousands of people out there in the market? Maybe I can come up with a unique angle of all my recipes, all my meals can be made below 10 minutes, right? That's different from a lot of people out there. So we have to come up with a unique angle towards the value that we bring. Okay, what is my quantifiable goal? What is something that I want to achieve in a week, 2 weeks, or maybe 1 month? So I'll say, I want to have at least 100 subscribers in 30 days. So that's my goal, and I'm going to go and get it. Okay, so when it comes to being a list, you have to go through these 3 things here. This is what I found in so many list building activities that we do, right? What is the value we bring? What is the unique angle? And then what's our quantifiable goal? Now, the goal for today is, in fact, to build a capture page. So to start any sort of email marketing, to build any email list, we all have to start with a capture page. So a capture page is basically something that we use to capture people's email, right? And here's an example on the screen. And this is By The Hustle. You can see on their page, they only have a single page, right? Get the daily news straight to your inbox. That's it. And that's basically it. If you look at their site, there's nothing else you can do. So I'm listed down some rules when it comes to creating a capture page. Now, some people call this a squeeze page. Some people call this an opt-in page. Now, no matter what it is, the rules for your capture page are normally these few rules here. So first, it has to be simple, benefit-oriented headline. You can see that here. Become smarter in just 5 minutes. It's really simple, right? And you understand. So if you're someone who is in business and you come across this page that says, become smarter in just 5 minutes, you probably subscribe to it, right? Because it's simple, you understand it. Now, there's no navigation, and no navigation means no distractions. So no navigation means there's no menu bars, there's no about us page, there's no contact us page. It's just one page without navigation. And without navigation, your capture page becomes easier to understand and there's no distractions around. And this is also one of the reasons why landing pages and also squeeze pages work so much better than trying to get people to opt in on social media when there's so much distractions going around. Okay. Now there's also powerful testimonials below the page, which you cannot see here. There's a great hero shot, the hero shot meaning that image that you see on the right that shows the value, right, of what is going to happen when you subscribe and put in an email. And one very important thing that I noticed here is there's no urgency. So a lot of people would put things like, oh, we are closing off this subscription in just 5 days. This is the last day to do it. That is urgency. And while urgency work, people are getting smarter these days, right? So millennials, especially millennials, people who are younger and very fluent with technology, they hate urgency. When they see something that spikes urgency on a page, it feels like, oh, this guy, this company is trying to just trick me to putting in my email, right? So these are some rules for your capture page. So there are tons of email marketing platforms we can use today, from MailChimp, GetResponse, Leadio, Aweber, and a lot of different types of things, right? There's no one perfect marketing software or email marketing software to use, but there are a few things that you want to look at, okay? So the first thing is integration. Now, when you choose an email marketing software, we have to think about integration. So does it integrate with other platforms for advertising? When you use an email marketing platform, you want it to be flexible in a way that you can connect it with your CRM, you can connect it with your website, so that the operations around email becomes much, much simpler. Now, also, because a lot of people also read emails via mobile phones these days, so if you are designing your emails inside one of these email marketing platforms, now, do the email marketing platform produce a visual, or is their email something that is easy to read on different types of screens? If people were to read it on the desktop, laptop versus mobile phone, how are they handling screen optimization? Okay. Now the third thing that you want to consider is deliverability. So if you write an email and you send it out to thousands of people, now do emails end up in the spam box or not? Some email marketing platforms have more reputable deliverability and some do not. So be sure to check that. And finally, personalization. As I mentioned before, personalization is the next level, the next thing in email marketing. And what you want to find out is, are there ways to creatively personalize emails for different segments of your list? Because people who subscribe to you, they would have different worldviews, they will have different ones, and they will be segmentized differently. So you have to look into all these things when choosing an email marketing platform. Now for today, if you are new, I would recommend you to start off with something super simple like sandfox.com, right? This is an email marketing platform, which is very big. You would not be able to actually compete with the bigger boys that I showed you earlier in the previous slide. But at its core, it's simple enough to start. And I'm going to show you how to build a capture page with Sandfox today. All right, so let's start practicing and let's build a capture page. So I'm going to switch into my Google Chrome and show you step by step of how to build a capture page in below. Let's try to do this below 10 minutes, okay? Okay, so let me just go back to my Chrome and then I'll show you how to build really quickly. Okay, so this is sandfox.com. I'm going to be sending the link to the page here. Let me just go and paste it down here. So if you're watching this, you can see this. So it's sandfox.com. Go and sign up for a free account. It's free to get started. You don't have to pay anything. And I'm going to walk you through the steps of coming out with a capture page that is effective and start collecting an email database per se. Okay, so once you're here, all you're ready to do is just put in an email and get started. So I'm going to put in a quick email here, like Ruben at Cat Insights. Hopefully I've not subscribed with this email yet. So let me try this. I might have already subscribed to this email. So my name is Ruben Chen and my password is, okay, let's see. Okay, so once you're inside here, right, they will ask you, they'll try to upsell you and say, hey, buy the $49 plan, but you don't have to do this right now. Yeah, you can always do this later. You can continue the free plan. Just click on this link here and continue the free plan with reduced features. It's fine. Okay. Now, once you do this, you are inside here and you're ready to go. I'll just stop my video here. All right. Now click on dashboard, and basically you are in your dashboard of your email marketing platform software. See how fast that is? So basically, to just guide you around here, it's really simple. If you go into emails, this is where you create your emails that you send to people, right? So if you have a list of maybe 1,000 people, you create an email here, just the same as like Gmail, right? So you create an email. So your name, from who, and then you send it to a list that you choose. Of course, you need to have subscribers in there. And then what you do is you just put in a subject. So let's say, hello, my beloved subscribers. Today, I want to share something cool with you. Or we can put in images, you can put in different type of formatting, and then once you're ready, just send it to them. So you can see how simple it is. It's just like writing an email in Gmail and then sending to a group of people. Oh, by the way, if you want to personalize, right, the name, all you have to do is just go and type in hi, right? And let's just say you have a list of 1,000 people or more, and you want to personalize that first name to the 1,000 of people that you're going to send emails to. So all you have to do is put a hi or hello or hey, and then click on this human sign here. You can see that here, right? Click on that, and basically you can see we can put in a tag that would dynamically change depending on the recipient. Okay, so if I put contact first name, we will see there's a tag here. So don't touch that anymore. So what's going to happen when I send this email to 1,000 people is that they will see hi, and then they will see their name there. So you dynamically personalize to the person's first name that is registered under our email database. All right. Okay, so anyway, that's how you will send an email. But today's goal, I want to show you how to build a capture page, which is really simple. And the way you do it in SendFox is basically go and under this menu called Smart Pages. So the Smart Pages is their way of calling capture pages. So you're going to click on Smart Pages. And then I'm going to create a new smart page on the top right here, top left, sorry. Click on new smart page, and I'm going to call this smart page. And let's just say I'm in a chef, right? And I talk about how to sell, not how to sell, but easy home cooked recipes below 10 minutes. So let's say my title would be these are easy home cooked. Sorry for my writing. Home cooked recipes. All right. So my landing page content would be, let's just say, I'm just going to do a quick one right now, so you can see what's going to be different. I mean, what's going to happen when I put in some text here. So my landing page, I can say, get my best. I'm going to zoom this a little bit so you can see this. Get my best 10 cook from home recipes sent to your inbox. I'm going to highlight and bold this one here. Okay, so cook from home recipes sent to your inbox. All right, you can put a picture there, make it more tasty in a way. And then once you're done, just click on save. Okay, and that's it, right? And that's it. You already have a page where you can use to capture people's email. And if we look at this link here that has been created for us, I'm going to just quickly review this smart page here. Yeah. There you go. Get my best 10 cook from home recipes sent to your inbox. And this is a page with no distractions. You can see there's no distractions around here. There's no navigations. It's simple. And of course, you can put in an image there. You can put in a nice headline that is much better than what I've done here. Let me just show you how to do this, okay? So let's say I want to put in a nice headline here so you can get an idea of what we can do. I'm going to edit this. Okay. So I'm going to choose something here. Become. Okay, maybe I'm sending this page to husbands. Yeah, impress your wife. Impress your wife every day. Okay, heading 1. You can put in a picture if you want to. And okay, I'm going to save this. All right, so of course you can design it the way you want it, but I'm just making it simple so we don't spend too much time dwindling with these things. Here we go. Impress your wife every day. Get my my best 10 cook from home recipes sent to your inbox. Now we can make it sexier, following the ways that people like the Hustle or Email Brew have done it. But you get the idea. This is something simple, and this is capture page, right? Now what we can do right now is just take this page, send it to our friends, send it to your customers, and say, hey, I'm giving out 10 of my best recipes from home. Go and subscribe to this, and you'll receive it in your email. Amen. And this is how you build an email list. This is just the basic, and I think this would be your first step into the arena of email marketing. All right, so I hope this helps you. Okay, so a lot of you right now at this point is say, okay, I'm going to spend the next half an hour or next 10 minutes to build my landing page and my capture page. Now, once I have my capture page, how do I market the capture page, right? So you can see that we at Lead, we also do the same thing, right? On my screen, you can see that we have this capture page, which is a free video training on data science. And this is actually taught by Dr. Lau. And we have videos, right? So when someone subscribes to us on this page, we send them a video of a training on data science. So for you, depending on your business niche, you might give something out. It could be a video training. It could be something small, a free snippet from your product or service. It could be something that people want, right? But once you have your capture page, how do you market it? How do you get to your first 100 subscribers, right? So the answer to this is to simply go where your users are. Now, there are many ways to do this, but I'm going to show you a few ways of quick tips, right, of doing this quickly with what most people have today. Okay, so once you have your capture page, you would have a link, right? So where do you put this link? Where do you promote it? Now, one of the first place to promote it is to promote it in your email signature. Now, think about it. We send emails every single day to people, to our customers, to our clients, to our friends. And what we can do with our emails is we can put in a link to our capture page on our email signature, just like this here. Now, this is an example of my email signature. I do have a link right there. So when you receive an email from me, you probably see this link down here, my email signature, and people actually click on that because they're curious to see what is that? What is that I have to offer? So putting an email signature, this is really effective. We send out emails, and I think you shouldn't miss this opportunity, right? Now, the second one is to put into your bio links. So you have an Instagram page, you have a Twitter, you have a LinkedIn page, you have a Facebook page, right? So put in your link into your bio, right? You can see that we have one here on our page on Instagram. I do have it on my personal Instagram page. And on our Facebook page, we also have a link right there. Of course, you can get creative with this and basically put this at where people might find this, right? And turn them into a subscriber rather than just them visiting your website and just, oh, nothing much to do around here. Turn them into a subscriber immediately. This is like the top of funnel, right, for your marketing efforts. Or find social media groups to network with. If you are someone who is interested in cooking and you are looking to offer, right, cooking recipes to people who are working from home and cooking from home right now, so what you can do is you can go into different types of groups that are interested in discussing about cooking at home, maybe in Malaysia, right? And network with those people there, and then eventually offer them to sign up for a free something that you give out through your capture page, right? Or basically, if you want things to go really, really fast and get your first 100 subscribers, run some paid ads, right? And this is something that we do as well at Lead. We run ads using Facebook, like you want to see on the left here, and then we lead people into a capture page. Normally, this capture page is a video training like the one you see on my screen, and sometimes it's a webinar. So we get people to subscribe for webinars as well. All right, so to recap what we've talked about today and your steps of building your first 100 email subscribers, it's really simple. So one, define the value you bring. So what is it that you can offer to your customers, to your users? What is something that they find valuable? Now, once you can come up with something that is relevant for them, what is your unique angle towards that? Because there are thousands of people who can offer the same thing as you. So how do you come up with something unique to just yourself only, right? Define that. Number two, once you define that, go and build a capture page. A capture page is basically just a landing page, a squeeze page to collect your users' emails. Now, the capture page has to be simple, and I've given you a few rules such as no navigations, make it simple, put a nice hero image, and make it so beneficial and simple, right? The keyword here is simple. All right, once you have your capture page, you will have a link, and then promote that link. Spend your time promoting that link at where your users are. So your users are on emails, you're sending them emails, put them your email signature. If they are on social media groups, go and approach them that way. If they are visiting your Instagram pages, right? If you create content on places like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, make sure your links are there so they can subscribe to you and receive content from you. All right. And with that, I believe you'll be able to build your first 100 email subscribers in really less than a month itself. All right. So that's all that I have to share today. That's for today's session. All right. All good. So make sure to subscribe to us and you'll receive the slides from today. So I'll see you in the next videos, and all the best towards your marketing efforts. Goodbye for now.